welcome to East Coast Elk Reviews. Today, we're doing another episode, Rate That Beer. This is episode 79. So I have a couple beers I'm going to be reviewing. Waiting for Beer Man's All Spun Out, coming up here shortly, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. So make sure you guys check out that live stream at 6 p.m. I'll be over there hanging out with those guys. And right now I'm just kind of hanging out, having some beers. Right now, I'm not reviewing this, but I have a Kona Big Wave Liquid Aloha going. Let's get these camera settings. There we go. Bang. Better. All right. So, cheers to everybody. Hopefully everyone's having a good Wednesday. I do have the day off, so I've just been kind of hanging out. And, got two beers from the same brewery. Try to figure out the name of one of the beers, because it doesn't just, I think it's just called Big Love. Let's see. Yeah, it's just Big Love. But the one that I have is the 2024 edition. Just going to go back and edit something. All right. So both of these beers I've never had before. They are from a local brewery to me. They're by Tilted Barn. So we do have some proper glassware. Proper glassware. Why isn't it focusing? There we go. Raise the barn. This is the hop glass. First beer. Actually, let's just drink this Liquid Aloha for now. What's everybody in the chat doing? We had some people in here. I'm not in a rush. Got two beers to review in an hour, so. Cool. All right, I got a description. I don't know if you guys can hear the rain, but it's been raining like crazy today. Pretty crappy day out, I will say. That's all right. Okay. Nice lacing. This is $10 for a 6-pack. Pretty good price, I will say. And this is, I believe, a blonde ale. 4.4% alcohol by volume. KonaBigWave.com. All right, on with the review. So, excuse me. First beer we are reviewing is from Tilted Barn Brewery. This is called Tate the Great American IPA. 6.5% alcohol by volume. Naturally unfiltered. It says farm brewed, made in RI. On the side, it says Tate the Great is an American IPA featuring many of the unique qualities we love here at the barn. This beer is brewed with Pilsner and wheat malt base and features one of our favorite hops, Nelson Sauvin. Like its namesake, Tate the Great is soft, balanced, yet full of surprises with every sip. And this was canned 10/29/24, so pretty fresh, a little bit over a month old. Not bad at all. About a month, a couple weeks. Without further ado, let's crack it up and pour it up. check them out at tiltedbarnbrewery.com. Like I said, we got proper glassware, Tilted Barn glass. Let's check out the appearance. This was, I want to say, I think like $4.75 for this can, so not a bad price. Right, let's go for the pour. Looks like a nice hazy New England IPA, golden orange in appearance. Good amount of effervescence. Lots of effervescence, actually. It's got this off-white going towards khaki-colored. What's that? Khaki-colored head of two-finger. Tight-knit bubbles. Kind of frothy on top, holding some good retention for sure. Looks like a nice juice bomb. Kind of looks like pineapple juice. Oh, the camera's freaking out. There we go. Let's go for the nose on this. Wow. It's very melon and white grape forward. There's a slight dank hop resin in there. But yeah, it's got this big cantaloupe and white grape on the nose. Peach. And then a little bit of a like citrusy tangerine. It smells very juicy, tropical, fruity. A little bit of that biscuity breadiness and a touch of the malty sweetness as well. It smells really good. Yeah. It smells like a pretty solid, juicy 6.5% New England IPA. Let's try it out. Cheers. It's pretty good. Definitely has that silky smooth mouthfeel. Pull up the... Oh. Pulling up the live stream. All right. Back to the review. There is like this grapefruit, slight pithy orange peel thing going on. But up front I get pineapple. I get kind of like a dry white wine like finish. It's got a slight touch of that green dank hop resin on the palate. It does have a good amount of like a piney hop resin. Very juicy. Touch of that malty sweetness as well. And a little bit of the biscuity breadiness, assuming from that Pilsner malt. For someone who doesn't necessarily like hop resin, like a dank finish, this might be a little offensive to you because it does have a good amount of that piney hop resin at the end of the palate. But overall, it's pretty dang good. I'm kind of glad I bought a single can, though. I'm not sure if this is something that I would want a whole 4-pack of. Oh, excuse me. Swirl the can a little bit. Oh, frothy. Look at that. What a crappy day. Just been pouring all day. Non-stop rain. Not fun. Cool looking can art. Assuming that's Tate the Great riding on a fox. Is that an owl? I think that's an owl. It's hard to see. Can't tell what that is. Is that an owl? Looks like an owl. Fox. That's cool. Tilted Barn Brewery, located in our authentic New England style post and beam barn. We are proud to be Rhode Island's first farm brewery. A visit to Tilted Barn allows you to sit back, relax, while off the beaten path, and enjoy the fruits of our labor. Our small batch handcrafted ales are best enjoyed fresh, so be sure to make the trek early and often for a true farm to pint experience. So check them out at 1 Hemsley Place, Exeter, Rhode Island, 02822. Yeah. They make solid product. I do like their beers. Let's go to the website. Let's check out the website. So, okay, they give flavor notes. Tropical fruit, white grape, tangerine. Oh, it's pretty accurate. Definitely a white grape. I was definitely getting like that white wine like quality with this one. Sometimes you don't typically get it with the Nelson. Sometimes, but sometimes it's very noticeable. What else? Chosen One's a really good beer by them. The only thing that I don't like about their website, I gotta mute this phone. The only thing I don't like about their website, especially like Beers to Go, they don't actually just tell you how much the beers are, like how much the 4-packs are. So if I wanted to go back and look to see how much 4-packs at the brewery were, they don't tell you, which I feel like they should, because why not just list it on the website? But yeah. Typically, if their beers are sold in stores, they're usually right around the same price that they would sell it at the brewery for. So I don't understand why they don't just put the price on the website. It is what it is, I guess. What about beers on tap? Big Love. So we have this Big Love. We're going to be reviewing that next. I reviewed this Littlefield. I think I've had the Milo's Phoenix before, Peep Toad. I've had a lot of these beers. Chosen One, the other one. Kauai. I think I've had that as well. Stag Design. It's a good beer. Or it looks like a good beer, I should say. I don't know if I've had that. I'd like to try it, though. I don't know if I've had a Kolsch by them. Holly, I've bought in the past. It's actually what I bought. It came with this glass at the holidays. So. Is this still on, boy? Ooh, they have a farmhouse ale. Nice. I'm going to try that. Maybe I will make the trek. They're open tomorrow. Maybe I'll stop by tomorrow. I haven't been there in a while. I wonder if they have a food truck tomorrow. Probably. What do they got? What's tomorrow? The 12th? South County Barbecue. Ooh, that sounds pretty good. I might stop over there. What is... Oh, today's South County Barbecue. Tomorrow's Iggy's. Oh, that's still not bad. I still could probably check that out. That'd be cool. Yeah, this beer is pretty solid. I do like it. If If you want that white grape in your New England IPA, if you're a big fan of it, this one definitely packs a big punch of that white grape. A little bit more peach coming through. Get a little bit less of that pithy bitterness that I was getting at first. I think it does help to shake the can and give the can give it a good pour. Oh, look at all that. It's got all the stuff at the bottom. Yep, all the chunks. I don't want to spill it, but there you go. Give it a nice swirl. Ooh. That just made it really good. Yeah, that was a good idea. Dumping all the sediment in there. I do love the sound of the rain. It's very relaxing. Nowhere to go, nowhere to be. Just me and some beers. It's a pretty good IPA, I will say. Pretty solid. What's everyone up to? Wearing my Bowie shirt. Bowie Bear Company. I gotta stop. I keep pouring the. Right now it's getting like good amount of bitterness because I keep pouring the bottom of the can into it. Yeah. The sludge. Yeah, hop resin sludge. Excuse me. Carbonation's pretty good. About medium carbonation. Medium mouthfeel. Might dabble in some whiskey tonight. It's been about a week. It's been about a week since I've had whiskey. So, for a number for this, I like it. Drink it pretty easily. Would I be able to drink? I think I would. This would be like one of these beers in a section, and then I would probably move on to something else. I do feel like that white grape note is good. It's a good flavor, but I think personally I wouldn't want to have more than one. That's just personal preference. I do feel like the white grape is slightly dominating over some of the other flavors. This is also super fresh, so you really are going to get a lot of that dominant white grape flavor note from the Nelson Sauvin hop. But if this can was maybe like 2 to 3 months, I do feel like you would probably pick up a little bit more on some of like the other tropical flavors. Like I feel like that peach note and the melon note would start to become a little bit more prominent. That green dank hop resin note would start to dial back a little bit, and I'm sure you get a little bit more sweetness from the malts that would kind of cut through that piney hop resin flavor note. But overall, I think it's a really good beer. I've been trying to be a little bit more not harsh, but a little bit more accurate with my New England IPA scores. Because, I mean, they really have to stand out, and they really have to be super complex and super drinkable, in my opinion, to be in that 90 to 100 range. And I feel like I'm a big fan of New England, so I typically would like to give a lot of these beers that 90 to 100. But they all can't be world class. And at the end of the day, I'd like to be able to inform you guys with some good scores and let you guys know, based off of my opinion and what I personally like, what to buy. I mean, because there is so many different IPAs out there. But yeah, just realize that not everything can be an A to A plus, and some stuff really are in the B range. This one, I would land probably right around that B plus range. I would probably give this one like an 88 out of 100. With that being said, I would just like a little bit more complexity out of it. It does kind of have a little bit of that pithy bitterness that I'm typically not too crazy about. And it does have a little bit of the green hop resin, kind of hop burn that I feel needs to be somewhat subdued and a little bit more tamed. But overall, it's a good New England IPA. It's worth the money. If you see it, I would recommend trying it. If you like Nelson Sauvin hops, I think you would really enjoy it as well. And yeah, 88 out of 100 for this one. Like I said, I'm going to recommend it if you're a fan of Nelson Sauvin hops. Can you guys hear that? Let me see. Oh, you can hear a little bit of it. Probably sounds cool. I wonder if it might sound weird. That is the rain. There you go. You guys can hear a little bit of it. But yeah, it is raining. It's pretty loud. It's very relaxing, though. I do like it. All right. Let's finish this beer up, and then we'll move on to the other beer we have. Maybe I'll do like a Potbelly Pub sometime today. Maybe that'll be something to think about. Right. Excuse me. Right. Let's finish this off. Okay. Woo. It's a little cold. That was a little cold. Next beer we have is also by Tilted Barn. And this is called Big Love Triple IPA. Tilted Barn Brewery, Raise the Barn, 10% alcohol by volume. It says Big Love, 10 years, an entire decade of brewing beer in a barn. Wow. On one hand, we often look back fondly on the old barn days, but on the other hand, we absolutely love the communal space that the new barn has become. We truly love every aspect of what we do, and we couldn't do it without the outpouring of love and support you've shown us through the years. We decided to celebrate this anniversary by brewing a beer to honor this mutual affection. Big Love is a triple IPA, style that we have never brewed before, but is often requested. This beer is big, 10% ABV, to celebrate 10 years, and is dry hopped with a superstar combo of Galaxy, Nelson Sauvin, and Strata. We hope you enjoy this beer as much as we've enjoyed brewing it for you. Cheers to 10 years and many more. Cheers, Matt and Kara. Check them out, tiltedbarnbrewery.com. This was canned 11/12/24, so this is pretty fresh, less than a month. Raise the Barn. I have a feeling it's going to be pretty green. We'll see what happens. Let's crack it open, pour it up. This was like 5 and change for this can, so not bad for a triple IPA at 10%. All right, let's see what it's all about. We got our, Tilted Barn Brewery Hoppy Holidays glass. Let's pour it up. pour. Definitely tell it's a little bit darker. Didn't really. Oh, we got a cascading head. Interesting. It's very dark. Golden orange. To the Brewery. Some good effervescence. Off-white going towards khaki colored head. About 2-finger head on top. Tight knit bubbles. Holding some really good head retention. Nose. Okay. Mango and some malty sweetness. It's not like jumping out of the glass. I'm actually pretty surprised. Yeah, mango, malty sweetness, touch of hop resin, and maybe some like mandarin orange. It's really hard. I'm not really getting much for the aroma. Surprisingly, you'd think that this one would be pretty potent as far as the nose. Let's take a sip. Cheers. I'm not sure how I feel about this one. It's got this big malty sweetness. Definitely mango. It's kind of got that mango gummy thing going on. It's got this earthy papaya. So as far as like tropical, I get, yeah, just straight like mango, papaya, and then there's like this big malty backbone. It's not necessarily green. I thought it would be a lot more green. Definitely on the sweeter side for a triple. Getting a little bit better. Yeah, it's more like a sweet citrusy fruit. It's kind of turning more into like big tangerine. What are the hops again? Nelson Sauvin, Galaxy, and Strata. So as far as the Nelson Sauvin, it definitely doesn't have that super big white grape note. It does have a, I would say like strawberry. It's got like this strawberry, sweet strawberry note. Yeah, it's almost like strawberry, tangerine, maybe like strawberry, tangerine, mango, I would say, are the big fruit notes in this. For 10%, it's pretty dangerous. It doesn't necessarily taste like 10%. I think it's that malty sweetness. Just pour the rest of the can in there. Probably gonna have to eat something after this. But yeah, it's pretty solid. It's not really necessarily what I expected. Like I said, I thought it would be a lot more green and dank. But they did a solid job, and for a style that they're not typically used to brewing, I think it came out pretty good. Of course, Couldn't see myself drinking more than one of these, but it's solid. Carbonation, lighter side of medium. Mouthfeel for a triple is actually not as thick as you would expect, especially considering the appearance as well. You think it would have a little bit more of a body that's a little bit more difficult to drink, but this is pretty crushable for 10% triple IPA. It's definitely pretty solid. I do like it. Yeah, it's got big strawberry note. What does the website say? See if they give any more description. Notes of candied melon. I guess I can see that. It's more strawberry for me personally. But I can see candied melon. It is really good. For a second, I thought it was like earthy to the point where it almost had a little bit of an oxidization to it. But after drinking it, I can tell that it's not oxidized at all. Beers that are oxidized like that, they start to taste like fruit with dirt on them. Like they're so earthy. They have this like dirt-like flavor. It starts to get really gross really quick. And after like the second or third sip, they're almost unbearable to drink. Not getting that with this. I can see the candied melon. It does, however, have kind of that big malty backbone sweetness that might be not the most appealing to some people. But yeah, I think it's definitely doing a good job considering that this is 10% and it doesn't drink like 10% at all. It doesn't have that big green hop burn that you would get in the chest for a beer that's less than is it less than a month or a little bit over a month? Yeah, it's less than 11, 12. So I mean, I figure it's right around a month. For being a month old, it definitely doesn't have that green hop burn that I was expecting. Really nice lacing as well. As far as a score, I think I'm going to give this a I'm going to give it like a little bit higher than the Tate the Great. I'm going to give this an 89. It's not at that A range. I also don't drink too many triples, but I've had some triples that were freaking phenomenal. But yeah, it's not hitting that A- mark. It's more that B+ range. What's up, Josh? Cheers, bro. Hopefully you're having a good day, man. And yeah, B+ for this one, 89 out of 100 for the Big Love Triple IPA, 10%, Tilted Barn Brewery. I'm going to recommend it. If you are... Yeah, I hear you, bro. It's been the complete opposite for me. I've been just hanging out. It's been raining all day, so it's been just my day off, and don't really want to go anywhere because it's crappy out. So, and driving right now is not fun because you can't see anything. But yeah, if you're new to triple IPAs, this could be a little dangerous. If you're used to drinking like doubles, eight and a halves, and let's say you had 2 or 3 of these, if you bought a 4-pack, and you had 2 or 3 of these, catch up to you quick. But it doesn't drink like high ABV. Definitely don't get the alcohol, and you don't get that like that hop resin, hop burn. But if you've had triples and they were super green, they were super boozy, this would be a really nice change of pace for sure. That's solid. So I wonder, is this their first year brewing this? Yeah, because it would be 10 years. It says Big Love is a triple IPA style we have never brewed before, but is often requested. So this is their first time brewing a triple IPA. Yeah. Because all the other ones have been doubles. That's crazy. They went 10 years without brewing a triple IPA. That's nuts. But cool. So I'm glad they did it. Big Love 24. 10 years. So very cool beer. Definitely something very memorable. I'm glad I was able to try it. Tilted Barn is up there for me as far as favorite breweries, favorite local breweries, especially. Big fan of Proclamation, Tilted Barn, Long Live Beer Works. They're definitely the top dogs around here in Rhode Island. And yeah, it's cool to try something like this. All their doubles and all their single IPAs are pretty phenomenal. But yeah, it was nice to try something that they're not normally used to brewing. And I think they did a solid job. I will say, if they continue to brew triple IPAs, that if they're as good as this one, they'll be pretty damn good in the future. But yeah, I think that's enough rambling for me about 2 beers. Just kind of been shooting the shit, hanging out, waiting for Beer Man's All Spun Out to start. Do some shout outs. Shout out to this guy, the only person in the chat. Shout out to Josh, last beer. It's also on Instagram, PhillyCrooker87. Posted a ton of beers on Instagram, beer reviews. And he also does some stuff on YouTube. So check him out. Same to you, bro. Let's see. Beer's got me. The carbonation is like medium. So it's kind of building. Let's see. I wanted to get an advent calendar for this year, but of course I wasn't able to find one again. So another year where I don't get to find an advent calendar. I just want a beer one or a whiskey one. Maybe I'll have to make one. I should have just took the bottles behind me and had someone make one for me. Or get maybe I could do that. Maybe next year I could just take the bottles that I have in my room and I'll have somebody come over and pour 24 different samples. Right? It's typically how many are in an advent calendar? Like 24, right? Each day. Or it might be 25 because they need to go on Christmas Day. I don't know, I could be wrong. But yeah, however many samples, get like the little 1 ounce bottles, have somebody pour up 25, 24, whatever it is, different samples, and I have to guess what they are. That'd be pretty cool. I'd have to guess whether it's whiskey, so I'd have to guess what kind of whiskey it was, and if it's finished, how long it's aged, what the ABV is, proof. Shout outs for some other people. Check out Simo Sups. He was just live not too long ago. Good dude. Of course, check out Beer Man's All Spun Out, coming up here shortly in about 15 minutes. I'll be over there hanging out with those guys. And shout out to Thomas Metal 75, Wildcard Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I will also be showing up to that. So check out that live stream. Short and Stout Beer Reviews with Sam. He's actually doing a beer review live at 550. Range Brewing, Nice Out IPA. Check out that. Coming up in a few minutes here. Who else? Let's see. Curiosity Public. If you guys haven't heard of them, check them out. It's a very good channel. I've been watching them. Bumpyisms. Check out Bumpy. Bumpy just dropped Branch and Blade Born Sinner Skyfall IPA review. Check that out. Go look at my latest whiskey review. I just recently reviewed a Knob Creek Bourbon and Rye blended whiskey. Also check out my Hill Farmstead Brewery Double Otueka Double IPA review. Beer review I just dropped. And yeah, might upload maybe another beer review because I do have another beer review reviewed. I just got to edit it, so I might upload that tonight. So if you guys are interested, check that out. And yeah, see you guys on Beer Man's All Spun Out coming up here shortly. I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna say if there's anything else you guys like to see on my channel, make sure to comment down below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, my videos, like beer. Thanks for watching, guys. Cheers.